Leão to Barcelona. Chelsea's insane spending spree continues. Is Ten Hag's time at Man United over, and Manchester City's shocking new manager revealed? Let's get into. Kylian Mbappé, the golden boy of French football, could have packed his bags and left Paris Saint-Germain way back in 2022. Yeah, you heard that right. According to L'Équipe, just after signing that mega extension with PSG, Kylian was already feeling let down by the club's transfer window. Promises were made, but apparently they weren't kept. And let's be real, when you're Kylian Mbappé, you don't take broken promises lightly. So, what did our man do? He started chatting with Liverpool. That's right, the Reds were ready to roll out the red carpet for him. And get this, Mbappé was all in. He even agreed to a short-term deal with a cheeky little clause that would let him jump ship to Real Madrid if the right offer came along. Classic Mbappé, always thinking a few steps ahead. Liverpool was ready to drop a cool 200 million euros on the table. But then, PSG's director, Antero Henrique, decided to play hardball. He wanted double that. 400 million euros. I mean, come on, that's monopoly money, right? So, the deal fell through, and Mbappé stayed put in Paris. For a while, anyway. Fast forward to now, and the drama's only gotten juicier. Mbappé finally left PSG this year, but not without stirring the pot. The Parisians still owe him 3 months' worth of salary and bonuses. Can you believe that? The guy's been scoring goals left and right, and they're holding out on his paycheck? So, what does Kylian do? He takes them to court. Yep, he's not messing around. It's either pay up or see you in court, PSG. Now, some fans are fuming, saying Mbappé's betrayed the club by suing them. And hey, I get it. He's always talked about how much PSG means to him. But let's be honest, if someone owed you millions, wouldn't you want your money too? I mean, it's not like he's asking for a freebie here. And here's the kicker. If PSG doesn't settle this, UEFA might step in and hit them with some serious penalties. We're talking exclusion from European competitions, maybe even a transfer ban. All this while Nasser Al-Khelaifi and Alexander Ceferin are supposed to be best buds. Awkward, right? So what do you think, folks? Is Mbappé right to demand what's owed to him, or is he crossing the line by taking PSG to court? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's get this debate going. The mastermind, the genius, the one and only Pep Guardiola has finally decided to call time on his epic journey with Manchester City. Yeah, you heard that right. After bringing the elusive Big Ears trophy, the Champions League, back to the Etihad and stacking up Premier League titles like it's a hobby, Pep's thinking, what's next? But let's be real. What more could he want? The man's done it all. Well, almost. He's already bagged that record for the most consecutive Premier League titles, but Pep's never been one to sit back and get comfortable. Nah, he's got that itch for new challenges, fresh horizons. And that's why he's eyeing something different. Serie A? Maybe. But let's be honest, Pep's not gonna find a squad like the ones he had at Barca, Bayern, or City over there. So, what's the next big move? International football, baby! And guess who's lurking in the shadows, just waiting for the perfect moment? Yep, the England national team. Can you imagine Pep bringing his tiki-taka magic to the Three Lions? Dreamy, right? But here's the kicker. Guardiola leaving City is gonna be a headache for the citizens. Replacing a legend like Pep? That's like trying to replace Messi at Barcelona. Good luck with that. So, who's gonna fill those colossal shoes? Luis Enrique? Nah, he's busy with PSG. Arteta? Just signed a new deal with Arsenal. Company? He's off to Bayern. The options aren't looking great. But wait, hold up. Here's where it gets interesting. Word on the street, according to Todo Fichajes, is that City's got their eyes on Mitchell Sanchez from Girona. Yup, you heard it right. Not a big name, but this guy, he's the real deal. Built his reputation in the City Group system, knows the drill, and last season, he turned Girona into a team nobody could ignore. And he did it without splashing the cash. Now, that's impressive. Alright, here's my 2 cents. Appointing Sanchez might just be the smartest move City could make. He's got the pedigree, he's got the style, and most importantly, he's got the hunger. Sure, Girona might struggle this season as their best players get snapped up, but that's not on Sanchez. The guy's a tactical wizard, and City might just need a fresh face with new ideas to keep the momentum going. So, what do you think? Is Mitchell Sanchez the man to carry on Pep's legacy? Or are City about to step into a new era of uncertainty? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Arsenal fans far and wide, the moment we've been waiting for, Mikel Arteta has penned a new 3-year deal at the Emirates. And about time too, right? Some folks were sweating bullets as he entered the last 12 months of his contract, but let's be honest, this was always in the bag. The higher-ups probably just wanted to keep us on our toes. Now, let's talk about what this means for the Gunners. Arteta's been the man with the plan, turning this club from a patchy side into title contenders. Back-to-back second-place finishes, setting a new club record for wins and goals, 89 points last season. That would have been enough for the title, if it wasn't for that Manchester City juggernaut. But hey, third time's the charm, right? Arteta himself couldn't be more pumped. He said, "I feel extremely proud, very excited, and I am looking forward to what is coming next." You can see it in his eyes. He's not just here to take part, he's here to take over. But here's the kicker. How did we get this far without signing him up for longer? The man's been building something special, brick by brick, and we're just now rolling out the red carpet? Bit ironic, isn't it? But no harm, no foul. We've got him till 2027 now, and that's a huge win for the Arsenal faithful. And let's not forget, Arteta's got his sights set on a couple of new signings. Who will they be? Who knows? But you better believe they'll be crucial in the push for that elusive Premier League title. We've come a long way, folks, and under Arteta's watchful eye, the next 3 years could be something truly special. So buckle up, Gooners. The journey continues, and with Arteta at the helm, the sky's the limit. First up, the big news. Barcelona is on the brink of signing a juicy contract with Nike. This deal could be the financial boost they desperately need. Laporta and Deco are all smiles, promising that this will open up new transfer possibilities. But hold on, are we really buying this? Now let's talk about the big fish in the pond, Rafael Leão. The Blaugrana are dreaming of snagging this Portuguese star who Laporta absolutely adores. But here's the kicker. AC Milan just extended his contract, and they're not letting him go for peanuts. We're talking a whopping 100 million euros. Seriously, with Barca's financial woes, is this even realistic? It's like window shopping for a Ferrari when your bank account's in the red. And here's a twist. Hansi Flick is also a fan of Leão, despite his off-the-ball shortcomings. Flick's confident he can whip Leão into shape, but there's a catch. Will Leão keep his agility after bulking up under Flick's training? It's a gamble, folks. But do Barca even need Leão? Rafinha has been tearing it up on the left wing. The Brazilian is a pressing machine and has been dreaming of playing for Barca since he was a kid. Why fix what ain't broken? In my humble opinion, Barcelona should focus on other areas that need strengthening. Speaking of which, here's some juicy gossip. Joshua Kimmich is set to leave Bayern Munich, and he's got his eyes on Barca. Reliable sources like Florian Plettenberg and Bild confirm it. Kimmich would be the first true defensive midfielder since Sergio Busquets left. Imagine him reuniting with Hansi Flick and getting a nudge from Lewandowski to join the Catalans. Now that's a move that makes sense. But back to the Nike deal. Laporta is pulling out all the stops to make a star signing, even sending a memorandum to La Liga about the potential deal. La Liga's playing hardball though, and Nike's still in the driver's seat. They're looking to include Barcelona licensing and merchandising in the deal, which could bring in a cool 125 million euros this year. But is this short-term cash injection worth the long-term chaos? Laporta's strategy of spending big to excite fans and secure victories is risky business. With the club's salary limits and finances already in a mess, is this the right move? So what do you think, folks? Is Laporta's transfer policy a stroke of genius or a recipe for disaster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's dive into the latest drama that's shaking up the football world, and who's at the center of it all? Piers Morgan and Erik ten Hag, two names that keep coming up whenever there's a bit of controversy. This time, Morgan has doubled down on his criticism of the Manchester United boss. He didn't hold back, calling ten Hag a complete idiot and accusing him of being clueless since day one. Harsh? Maybe. But is there a bit of truth in there? Let's break it down. Remember that infamous interview Cristiano Ronaldo gave to Morgan? The one where he tore into Manchester United and, of course, ten Hag? Well, it seems Morgan hasn't let it go. He's back with more fiery words, saying, "Ten Hag is everything Ronaldo told me in that interview." He resembles a little authoritarian school teacher who doesn't know how to handle outstanding academic talents. Ouch, a school teacher, eh? That's quite the analogy. And what's this about Harry Potter? In case you missed it, Ten Hag recently said in a press conference, "I am not Harry Potter and can't perform miracles with Manchester United." Is he subtly admitting that the job's too big for him? Or just trying to manage expectations? Either way, it's not the best look for a manager of a club like United. But come on, Eric, comparing yourself to a wizard, that's a bit of a stretch, mate. Now, let's get real for a second. Does Ten Hag have what it takes to manage a giant like Manchester United? It's starting to feel like he's out of his depth. You don't need to be Harry Potter to see that this isn't the local youth team he's dealing with. It's Manchester United, a club with a rich history and massive expectations. And so far, Ten Hag's magic wand seems to be malfunctioning. But back to the drama. Ten Hag, of course, wasn't going to take Ronaldo comments lying down. When asked about it, he quipped, "He's far away in Saudi, far away from Manchester. Everyone can have and is entitled to have an opinion. It is okay." Classic deflection, right? But is it enough to brush off the criticism? The fans aren't just looking for clever comebacks. They want results on the pitch. So what do you think, folks? Is Ten Hag the right man for the job, or is Piers Morgan onto something? Let me know in the comments below. Chelsea are at it again. This time, they've got their eyes on none other than Lautaro Martinez, Inter Milan's captain and goal machine. That's right, the Blues are reportedly looking to bring the Argentine star to London, but hold up. Not until the 2025 summer transfer window. Yeah, you heard that right. We're planning for transfers 2 years in advance now. But let's be real here. We all know Chelsea have been on the hunt for a striker who can bang in those goals. They missed out on Victor Osimhen, so they're turning their attention to Lautaro, who's been tearing it up for Inter since 2018. And just to sweeten the pot, Inter have slapped a €100 million price tag on him. No big deal, right? Just pocket change for Chelsea, except they've already got about 42 players in the squad. Are they building a football team or starting their own league? So, what's the deal with Lautaro? The guy's been on fire, became club captain last season, led Inter to the Serie A title, and has been a key man in their attack ever since. Sure, he hasn't hit the back of the net in his 2 games this season, but we all know form is temporary and class is permanent. And make no mistake, Martinez has class for days. But here's the kicker. Is it the right move for Chelsea? Look, you gotta love their ambition, but sometimes it feels like they're just hoarding players like kids collecting football stickers. Oh, we've got 10 midfielders? Let's get another. You know what I mean. And with all that talent, does Martinez really want to risk getting lost in the crowd? Honestly though, Lautaro Martinez could be just what Chelsea need. A striker with flair, experience, and that fiery Argentine passion. The question is, do Chelsea really need another superstar striker, or should they focus on using the 3,000 players they already have? Only time will tell, my friends. But hey, let's dream for a second. Imagine Lautaro donning that blue kit, lighting up the Premier League and giving defenders nightmares. Now, wouldn't that be something? What do you think? Is Lautaro the missing piece in Chelsea's puzzle, or just another name in a never-ending transfer saga? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to smash that like button. You know the drill.